Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a Double N Sports TV. Double N Sports TV. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nigel. I will be giving you your betting tips and score predictions. Just remember guys, gambling, you must control it. Don't let it control you. And always gamble what you can afford. I'm just giving you these tips in good faith. Just to big ourselves up here on Double N Sport TV, we did predict that Spain v Portugal will be a 3-3 draw. That happened today. We did predict that Diego Costa would start and score. Well, guess what? Cristiano Ronaldo would score. Guess what? So like us, share and subscribe. We're working. Let's talk about Group C. Group C is France, Australia, Peru and Denmark. We've discussed France v Australia. Now we're going to talk about Denmark versus Peru. This is an interesting game. You've got number 11 versus number 12 in the FIFA rankings. So on paper, these two teams are similar, but let's analyze and check them. Peru, this will be their 5th World Cup appearance, although they've not been to a World Cup in 36 years. That's a long time. They've been to a quarterfinal before in 1970 and in 1978. So they'll be looking to better that. They are coached by Ricardo Gorecha. He's been their coach since 2015. Peru needed a bit of luck to make it to this World Cup, and they still have luck on their side. In the qualifying stages, they had lost to Bolivia. However, Bolivia was disqualified because they played an illegible player. And so Peru went to the playoffs, played New Zealand, and ended up beating New Zealand, and they're here. They have a great team spirit. They do not have stars in their team. Great team spirit. And that is what will see them through this World Cup. Let's look at their key players. They have Paulo Guerrero, one of the key players, 34 years old. He had been suspended, and he wasn't even coming to this World Cup. He had been banned for doping, but that ban was lifted, and just recently. And he found himself on the plane to Russia. Great scorer, 34 years old. Even scored against Saudi Arabia recently, 2 goals, and those were the 2 winning goals for the team. And so he's a great player. They need him. They need him to be on top form if they have to qualify. There's also another young player, Jefferson Fafan. He plays for Lokomotiv Moscow. Great player. Scores goals. 9 goals in 22 games is not a bad record, and he knows Russia very well, and he's looking to do well in Russia. And then they have Edison Flores, plays for Feyenoord. He's another young guy who's been scoring goals, striker. He'll be looking to impress at this World Cup. And if we look at their last 5 games for Peru, they've been encouraging. They scored 8 goals in the last 5 and conceded 1. 3 wins and a draw coming to a major tournament. That is encouraging. Let's look at the opposite team, Denmark. Denmark are number 12 on the FIFA rankings. They have been to, this will be their 5th World Cup appearance as well. They've been to the knockout stages 3 times. They've been to the quarterfinals once, and the last time was in 1998. They were at the quarterfinals. They're not a bad side. They are coached by Argo Haride. He's been their coach since 2015 as well. Another defensive-minded coach. Some people might remember him as a player playing for Man City and Norwich. Defensive-minded guy. Denmark in the qualifying stages, they went on an unbeaten run of 15 games. Very impressive. 15 games unbeaten, a national team. That is very good. This year they had gone for 4 games without conceding a goal. They qualified in a playoff. They had to play Republic of Ireland, and they thrashed the Republic of Ireland 5-1, which was impressive. Who is their key players? Well, there is a Tottenham Hotspur's player, Christian Eriksen. He's been in form for Spurs, and he'll be looking to continue doing that. You know, everything will be passing through him this World Cup. There is another player as well who'll be looking to impress, Andres Christensen. He's a young player, 22 years old, plays for Chelsea. He's great, looking to impress as well. He had a mixed season at Chelsea. Didn't always start, but he's a promising youth. And then there is Nikolai Johansson, another player who plays for Feyenoord, a striker, great, banging goals very well. But like I say, they have that team unity that they have. And coming to this World Cup, if you look at their last 5 games, it's encouraging. 2 draws and 3 wins. Who doesn't want that coming to a major tournament? They conceded 1 goal and scored 10. So they are an impressive side. Now let's look at the odds now. Let's look at the odds. Numbers. Well, Peru are 8-1 to win this game. So therefore, Denmark are slight favorites. They're 7-1 to win this game. And if you're gonna go for a draw, it's 21-10. Okay, 21-10. So that's not bad. If you want Peru to score 2 goals to win 2-0, it's 17-1. Peru to win 2-0, 17-1. And Denmark to win 2-0, it's 11-1. I think you better go with Guerrero scoring and Johansson scoring. Both guys scoring in 90 minutes. Those odds are 11-1, and you can get a little bit extra money. For this game, Double N TV says this game will be a 1-1 draw. Again, this will be a 1-1 draw. Maybe you might wanna go for corners and red cards, but I doubt there will be any red cards since both teams are defensive. They might tackle a bit harder, but it will be an interesting game. I guess that's it for this game. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll catch you on the next one. It's the Double N Sports TV, Mr. Nigel.